నమో వెంకటేశ నమః శ్రీనివాస నమో తిరుమలేశ నమో కలియుగేశ నమో వేదవేద్య నమో పరమపురుష నమో లక్ష్మీనాథ నమో జగన్నాథ. Tirumala hills echoing with the chanting of Om Namo Venkateshaya, Om Namo Tirumalesha, Om Namo Srinivasa, etc. The names of Lord Sri Venkateswara. The devotees of Lord Sri Venkateswara chanting the mantras with devotion in the Brahmosavas every year in Tirumala. Sri Venkateswara Swami Vari Brahmosavams will celebrate according to the Hindu lunar calendar the month of Ashvayuja, which falls between the Gregorian calendar months of September and October. The Utsavamurti of the presiding deity Venkateswara and his consorts Sridevi and Bhudevi are taken on a procession on several vahanams on the streets surrounding the temple. The celebration attracts pilgrims and tourists from all over India and around the world. A Brahmosavam is a cleansing ceremony in honor of Lord Brahma, and the ceremony at Tirumala is the largest. When there is an extra month in the lunar calendar, two Brahmosavams are held, Salakatla and Navaratri. Both festivals were held in 2015 and 2018. In Salakatla Brahmosavam, Radhotsavam is held on the morning of the 8th day during Navaratri Brahmosavam. Golden Chariot is held that morning of the 8th day. In Salakatla Brahmosavam, there is a flag lowering on the evening of the 9th day. It is called Dvaja Avarohanam. According to the history, Sri Venkateswara Swami Brahmosavas held in the year 966 Common Era at first time in Tirumala Venkateswara Swami temple. The Pallava queen Samavayi endowed land to the temple and ordered to use its revenue for the celebrations, festivals in the temple. From that day onwards, Sri Venkateswara Swami Brahmosavas was held as often as 12 times a year until 1582. According to the mythology, Brahma descends to earth to conduct the festival. Sri Venkateswara Sahasra Namotsava refers to Brahma performing the festival signified by a small empty wooden chariot which moves ahead of the processions of the Venkateswara processional deity Malayappa. The Brahmosavam is held over 9 days at the beginning of the Hindu calendar, the month of Ashvayuja, paralleling Navaratri. The evening before the first day, the rite of Ankurarpana is performed. The main first day activity is Dhwajarohana, the raising of the Garuda flag to signify the beginning of the festival. Religious activities during the festival include daily homas and processions on streets surrounding the temple. The final day commemorates Venkateswara's birth star. The Sudarshana Chakra is bathed in the temple tank with the devotees. The chakra is then placed on a high platform and the devotees walk under it and are blessed with its dripping water. The festival ends with Dhwaja Avarohanam, the lowering of the Garuda flag. Dhwajarohanam. A ceremony on the first day when a flag with a picture of Garuda is hoisted over the temple. The flag is believed to be a symbolic invitation to the Hindu deities to attend the festival. After the ceremony, the Andhra Pradesh Chief Minister offers new silk clothes to Sri Lord Venkateswara. On the evening of the fifth day, Venkateswara and Garuda are carried in a procession and decorated with garlands of flowers. Every year, the Tirupati Venkateswara garland is sent to the Srivilliputturu Andal temple for the marriage festival of Andal. Hanumanta Vahanam. On the sixth day morning, Venkateswara Swami and Hanuman are taken out in procession. Chakrasnana. On the morning of the ninth day, the Malayappa, his two consorts, and the Sudarshana Chakra are carried in procession to the Varahaswami temple. After the Abhishekam and presentation of food offerings, the Sudarshana Chakra and its devotees are bathed in the temple tank. Namo Venkatesha, Namah Srinivasa, Namo Tirumalesha, Namo Kaliyugesha.